In this video, I'm going to be doing a metallic bronze marble pour. We're using Jesmonite AC100, which is a two-part system. It works 2.5 to 1, 2.5 parts powder to 1 part of their liquid, and that's some of their code, I think it's pronounced code, liquid pigment, and I mixed up some bronze metallic powder in their AC100 liquid, just a tiny bit of it. And with this, it says to mix the powder into the liquid. Usually I do it vice versa, but I heard you can get lumps and clumps, so I did it the way they suggested. And I think for this one, I had 85.05 grams of liquid, and I think my powder was at 212.63. There is a calculator online called jesmonitecalculator.com that tells you the exact amount you can use for what you put in how many grams of water your mold takes, and then it will tell you how much liquid and how much powder you need, and even tell you how much of the color you can add, because you can only add a little bit of color before it won't start curing. So there I'm just using a little whisk and whisking it about. Some people actually use a rotary mixer, but I didn't have that. And I saw someone doing this little trick. I just dipped a popsicle stick into the color and swirled it around in one spot until it mixed in, and then I kind of marbled it throughout. And I was a little nervous doing this because when I've tried this with other eco resins, it gets kind of mucky. But there I am, just dripping in the little bit of metallic bronze. And that's, again, just the mica powder mixed with a little bit of the AC100. And I'm just dragging it through the mixture and trying to go all the way down to the bottom so I don't have a lot of excess white. And Jesmonite is not white on its own. Like Bondcrafter's Eco Resin and J. Diction's is a very white. This is a brownish kind of color on its own. But you'll see it there at the end when it's by itself. But you just basically pour it in there and tap it around, and you always want to make a little bit more than the mold holds, because as you see there, you can kind of see the little dots on the side. I could have used a tiny bit more, but since this was a test, I figured it was okay. And there I'm just tapping the edges, trying to get rid of any air bubbles, which you have to do with all eco resins. And I do take a toothpick around the edge there, mostly because there are little like balls on the side, and I didn't want bubbles to get caught there. But bubbles are okay in eco resin. It looks as part of the natural finish. And they do say to demold it after it's cooled down. You don't want to leave it sit in a mold for too long, otherwise it starts sweating. And they also suggest pulling the mold away from the piece rather than pulling the piece out of the mold. And I love how those swirls turned out. Very natural looking, and that metallic powder just sparkles. So I'm going to use some lemon wax polish by Set in Stone. You just take a little bit on a microfiber cloth and rub it around, and it's a beautiful finish. It really brings out the shine. And for these type of pieces, when I sell them, I do send rubber feet or put rubber feet on them. And I found the rubber feet don't stick well to the lemon wax polish, so I'll just put a spray varnish on the bottom, which does help the rubber feet stick to it. And there I'm just taking a little bit, you don't need a lot, getting in all little crooks and crevices on the tops and the sides. And this is just some mold I got off Temu or somewhere months and months ago that I've never used. But there's the finished product. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. I think the marbling is perfect. This was a great mold to make a little vanity tray out of. And I think this was a perfect example of how to use Jesmonite AC100. I've kind of been obsessed with eco resin lately, so I'll have some more tutorials coming up soon, as well as getting back to some of my more colorful regular resin tutorials. Hope everyone's having a great summer.